recent years, China has taken the lead in global warming pollution, producing about 28% of all CO2 emissions. The United States comes in second. Despite making up just 4% of the world's population, we produce a whopping 16% of all global CO2 emissions. As much as the European Union and India combined. And America is still number one, by far the most polluted country per citizen. Our responsibility matters to other countries, and it should matter to us too. In the United States, the burning of fossil fuels to make electricity is the largest source of heat-trapping pollution, producing about 2 billion tons of CO2 every year. Coal-burning power plants are by far the biggest polluters. The country's second largest source of carbon pollution is the transportation sector, which generates about 1.7 billion tons of CO2 emissions a year. Scientists agree that the Earth's rising temperatures are fueling longer and hotter heat waves, more frequent droughts, heavier rainfall, and more powerful hurricanes. In 2015, for example, scientists said that an ongoing drought in California, the state's worst water shortage in 1,200 years, had been intensified by 15% to 20% by global warming. They also said the odds of similar droughts happening in the future had roughly doubled over the past century. And in 2016, the National Academies of Science, Engineering, and Medicine announced that it's now possible to confidently attribute certain weather events, like some heat waves, directly to climate change. The Earth's ocean temperatures are getting warmer too, which means that tropical storms can pick up more energy. So global warming could turn, say, a Category 3 storm into a more dangerous Category 4 storm. In fact, scientists have found that the frequency of North Atlantic hurricanes has increased since the early 1980s, as well as the number of storms that reach Categories 4 and 5. In 2005, Hurricane Katrina, the costliest hurricane in U.S. history, struck New Orleans, the second costliest. Hurricane Sandy hit the East Coast in 2012. The impacts of global warming are being felt across the globe. Extreme heat waves have caused tens of thousands of deaths around the world in recent years. And in an alarming sign of events to come, Antarctica has been losing about 134 billion metric tons of ice per year since 2002. This rate could speed up if we keep burning fossil fuels at our current pace, some experts say, causing sea levels to rise several meters over the next 50 to 150 years. Each year, scientists learn more about the consequences of global warming, and many agree that environmental, economic, and health consequences are likely to occur if current trends continue. Here's just a smattering of what we can look forward to. Melting glaciers, early snowmelt, and severe droughts will cause more dramatic water shortages and increase the risk of wildfires in the American West. Rising sea levels will lead to coastal flooding on the eastern seaboard, especially in Florida, and in other areas such as the Gulf of Mexico. Forests, farms, and cities will face troublesome new pests, heat waves, heavy downpours, and increased flooding. All those factors will damage or destroy agriculture and fisheries. Disruption of habitats such as coral reefs and alpine meadows could drive many plant and animal species to extinction. Allergies, asthma, and infectious disease outbreaks will become more common due to increased growth of pollen-producing ragweed, higher levels of air pollution,